Duke's OceanFest, a legacy of surfing, is sponsored by Surfboard Factory Hawai'i in Kapolei. More boards, more brands than anyone.
She was the first Native Hawaiian Paralympian to compete in any sport at the Brazil 2012 Games, exactly 100 years after Duke was the first Native Hawaiian Olympian in any sport. Like Duke, she's an all-around aquatic champion and enthusiast, not to mention a world champion in surfing, paddling, and kayaking. In 2002, she completed her first long-distance prone paddleboard race, meaning lying flat on a board, from Mauna Lua Bay to Waikiki. We'll let her tell that story. Please welcome Ann Yoshida.
You know, I was not prepared for that race. I was a surfer, I surfed a lot, and so I felt like I was in shape, but when I got on that prone board, I definitely was not in shape. So the story is I jumped on that board. When I got out to the break point where you turn right to get to Diamond Head, I was so spent already. I felt like I couldn't do the race. But when I was a young girl, my grandmother, my grandfather, my dad and mom, all of my family really tell me to look towards the ocean for answers, look towards the ocean for inspiration in what you're doing. And I found this water bottle. My neck was so sore, I found this water bottle. I put that under my neck and I was able to use that throughout the race. And then I was able to carry on. I went down by Secrets, and at Secrets, I was exhausted. I was like, I need to paddle in. But you know, at that time, I saw a turtle there. Seeing the turtle brought me back to, hey, I'm looking for those signs. I get more energy and I can be renewed again. So I was able to paddle more, and coming around Black Point, I was spent again. My escorts were already like, oh man, you're too slow. This is taking too long. And I was really spent, and not 2 seconds before I was gonna make a decision to go in, 40 spinner dolphins just jump and start spinning. And it was like, oh my gosh. And it was like literally from here, maybe 20 feet away from me. They were jumping and following and jumping. And I was like, okay, if the dolphins are telling me to keep going, I'm gonna keep going. So as I was coming around the bend, I was like, oh man, this is way too hard. And I was like, I gotta go into Kaimana. I'm done, I pushed through how many times, I can't do it anymore. There is no more energy in me. I'm in pain with my neck, I'm in pain with my lower back. I couldn't do it. And a monk seal came right up and popped up to me. And he just like rolled on his back and looked at me. At first I was super scared. He turned his back, he looked at me, you know, his eyes, and we met eyes. And then he was like, all right, keep going. So I kept going and I paddled. I tried my best not to fall, and I just paddled and paddled and paddled. And in the distance, I saw the Duke statue. It just like made me energized to be able to know that I can finish something, and my family and my friends and you know, everyone around is there to see the first adaptive athlete cross that race as a prone paddleboarder. Duke definitely had a huge part in supporting people with disabilities, but also himself with rehabbing and things like that, getting back into the ocean. And we can really use the ocean as our strength, as a place where we can renew, and also a way for us to be healthy and push ourselves. Because I never knew I could push myself that much. And that was an impetus to me being able to push myself for the Paralympics and for other things that I've done in my life. Access Surf is that community that helped me re-identify with who I was as a surfer before I was in a car crash that left me paralyzed. And that empowered me. The whole process of regaining my identity helped empower me to do so many things in life. And I really would not have, I don't think I would be where I'm at if I didn't go back and I didn't get to surf. Before surfing was at Duke's, there really wasn't a lot of competition. There was, you know, adaptive surfing could happen. People were doing it, but where could we take it? I've gone around the world and surfed and shared adaptive surfing with others and shared my experience with adaptive surfing. And it is amazing what is happening in the world. Adaptive surfing really is pulling together and creating a community of strength, a community of watermen, a community of innovating what a disability looks like in people's eyes. So when Duke's and OceanFest, brought in the competition for the first year, it solidified it. Hey, Duke Kahanamoku legacy is picking up adaptive surfing as a competitive sport. It strengthened the sport. It has come a long way. And I think one of the main goals for adaptive surfing is to make adaptive surfing a para sport in the Paralympics. I think there's a huge possibility. It might be a possibility that I even get to compete. My thoughts and my eyes are there, but now I'm trying to create the plan, and I would love to represent Hawaii in the Paralympics for surfing, because that is my identity. That would be like full circle. Hopefully I create a legacy, that of one that Duke's has created, to develop the sports, but also to develop the culture and share that with the world, really. The Waterman Hall of Fame is something that I've always looked as, the pinnacle of the watermen. And I didn't realize that when I was inducted, I was like, no way, I can't do this. I don't think I did anything really, but that helped me realize that what I was doing was on the right path, and that sharing the sport, sharing the knowledge that I have, the mana'o that I have, really does help empower people to be active, to get out and practice their culture. People of the ocean, they don't have to get, accolades or, medals or anything like that. What they can do is just do what they can do and live their extraordinary. Enjoy it while you can. There are seasons in life, and those seasons, opportunities come. And when opportunities come, don't pass it by. Don't let fear stop you. Get involved, get knowledgeable about whatever you're doing, have faith in your abilities, and be able to laugh at your mistakes and allow those mistakes and those weaknesses and those failures to refine you as a person, because it will if you allow it to. I would say get out and do it.